Great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real relevant and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we are bringing balance to the world one household at a time. I am so excited to be here today on Freestyle Friday, and we have with us our beautiful panel of experts, Freestyle Friday experts. How are you all today over there?
We are great.
So great. Okay. Glad to have you all. Oh, hey, Marvin Wilson, come on in. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. Glad to have you all here today. Everybody in the virtual studio audience, go ahead and grab your seats and let us know where you're visiting in from as well. I want to give everybody that's an expert here today just a chance to say something about yourself and what people can expect when they hear from you today. So, Trenton over there holding your newborn baby or kind of growing up baby now. Tell us what they can hear and expect from you today.
So, good morning. My name's Trenton.
Good morning.
Today we're going to be getting into the Super Bowl this weekend in Las Vegas.
Super Bowl is huge. So
definitely,
everybody get your minds right. And we're going to be talking about some Super Bowl 58
She's excited.
stuff. Hey, Lord Lee, we're going to be talking about some Super Bowl 58 stuff from Trenton Rhodes over there. Coach P, tell them what they can expect from you today.
Great afternoon, everyone. You can expect going beyond SMART goals today.
Going beyond SMART goals. Somebody type that. Going beyond SMART goals. That's good. Okay. And SMART. I won't deep dive. Going beyond SMART goals. Okay, Coach Sunshine over there. How are you? Tell us what they can expect.
Yes, we're going to be talking about the heart matters.
Okay, the heart matters. That's really good. And then we're going to hear from Marvin Wilson. Marvin, tell us what they can expect from you, funding guy over there.
Oh, yeah. Well, today it's not going to be so much about funding or any money. It's going to be about mindset and perseverance.
Mindset and perseverance, which I'm thinking in order to get to the money, you need to have a certain mindset and know how to persevere to make it happen, right?
That's the whole equation.
All right. And then we also have a special video clip from Ernetta Caldwell, who's also one of our Freestyle Friday experts. And she's going to be sharing some tips on if you're going through some things this Valentine's season, how to handle it, especially if you've encountered any kind of divorce or heartbreak. So, y'all, we have some great stuff lined up for you guys. So let us know. Anybody in the virtual studio audience who's out here? Let's see. Good morning, beautiful people. Someone said over on Facebook, hello, my friend. I see going beyond SMART goals. Thank you for typing that, Ron. That's my fine husband, Mackenzie says. She's like, that's my husband. She's trying to get some brownie points because Trenton is her husband. All right. Good morning. Good morning to you all. We're going to take going beyond SMART goals, Deron said as well. And glad to have you on. The heart matters. The heart matters. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the Super Bowl discussion first for a few minutes. Okay. So he can tend to the baby. We'll be right back, everybody, right after this break. All right. We're getting ready to pop it off.
Why learn about health when you can experience it? Experience it in beautiful Florida in February 2024. Join us for 3 days of integrative and intensive health and healing education and empowerment with the expertise of the following Healthopedia author, speaker, and facilitators. the world-renowned homeopath and acupuncture physician, Dr. James Marinakis, 4-decade health coach and holistic nutritionist, Dr. Joe D. Bear, and others such as Kimberly Meredith, Dame Doria Cordova, Rex Sykes, Dr. Gary Sanchez, Jamie Kerr, Serena Brown-Travis, and more. Experience daily morning walking and yoga, interactive participation, panel discussions, and more for your own epiphany of health. Get your tickets now.
All right, everybody. We are back here on this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. And again, today's episode is sponsored by Dr. Joe D. Bear. You definitely want to reach out. There's a huge event. If you're in the Florida or surrounding areas, there's an event that's coming up February 22nd through the 24th. And it's a Healthopedia event. Actually, one of my children, Ivan, is one of the authors, and he's the youngest author, if I'm not mistaken, in the book. And it's almost like an encyclopedia, but it's a healthopedia. And they're having a huge event in Boca Raton, Florida. So make sure you reach out to drjod.com and call her at 800-820-0584. Again, 800-820-0584, and let them know the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. All right, Trent, talk to us and tell us about this whole Super Bowl.
Hey, go
All
Lions.
right.
Go Lions.
That's right. That's who I was rooting for.
Who are you rooting for? The Niners?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, go.
So it's a rematch of, I believe it was 4 years ago. The Niners and the Chiefs. It's really what cemented Patrick Mahomes' legacy as a great quarterback. The man has great improv skills when it comes to extending plays into, rolling out of the pocket, escaping sacks, things like that. The 49ers are based on a really big explosive offense with Christian McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel. And, of course, you look at Kansas City and you've got the charm of Taylor Swift on your side. And, it's so hard to ignore. It is. I love her Boaz. Travis Kelce he's such a good player. He is. And it's hard to ignore. So I think we're going to be in store for some great football.
Okay. So anybody that have any thoughts on this whole Super Bowl 58, chime in and share your thoughts, because I know personally, I was reading an article about how much these celebrities get paid for commercials. I was like, Ben Affleck, according to CNN, last year got $10 million for his Dunkin' Donuts commercial. It's like 30-second commercial things with him just wearing a shirt, and they had over 7 billion impressions. Really? That's amazing. What are y'all thoughts on Super Bowl 58?
Let's see.
Anybody?
I'm waiting for halftime.
Yeah.
I love the halftime show.
Well, for me, I like underdogs. I'm like Mr. Trenton over there. I'm slighted towards the 49ers. Well, of course, because the defensive coach is actually from West Charlotte. Okay. The Panthers, cut him off, and they had an opportunity to hire him, and they let him go. So now he's over in San Francisco. He's in the Super Bowl, and he's one of the electees to probably be a head coach maybe somewhere next year. He's doing a good job. They're really checking for him now. And then, of course, McCaffrey, he comes from a family that I really admire, just a bunch of different, extremely well-trained, disciplined men. His father played for Denver. His coach was actually his mentor and used to babysit him. He's just a 360 all around great athlete, man. And I'm just looking for this guy to take it off. And then last but not least, Purdy. Purdy was the last guy. Y'all watch this guy, the quarterback for San Francisco. He was the last guy that they picked to come into the pros. First guy.
Wow.
I mean, the last guy. I'm sorry. Oh, everybody overlooked him. Nobody thought he was going to even do anything. I think he was like the number 5 quarterback, Trenton, to even, to even say they was going to start. You got your first quarterback. He gets hurt. Then you got your second string. Then you got your third string. Well, he was like the 5th string quarterback, and he took his team to the Super Bowl. So I like to see San Francisco take it off. I know the experience weighs on Kansas City. I mean, they done been there and done that. But I like to see San Francisco. That's
definitely. And you look at, you brought up the defensive coordinator for San Francisco, even their head coach, Kyle Shanahan. He started out as an offensive coordinator down here in Atlanta when we made our Super Bowl run. So I love to see those coaches that come from a specific coaching tree succeed in different areas.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that about Steve Wilkes, because the fact that it goes to show you that you could be passed up for an opportunity, even in your local hometown in this particular case. And for whatever the reason, we don't know all the details as to why that didn't work out as a perfect connection. But the fact that he is now getting the opportunity to be in the NFL Super Bowl 58 lets you know that just because one opportunity doesn't work for you does not mean that you don't have an epic situation happening on the future front end of things,
Exactly.
That's exciting. Very exciting. Any other things that stand out to you guys about Super Bowl 58?
I'm here for the food, the commercials, and the halftime.
Oh,
food
definitely.
And halftime.
Definitely.
Right,
that's half the fun of the Super Bowl was the party favors. We love the buffalo chicken dip and all the food.
Yes, the food. I think Usher's gonna take the show.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, right.
So we ready.
Usher gonna do his thing.
Oh yeah.
We see how the females rock it. So we about to see how Usher vibes. So yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we get a chance to have some discussion because I know people are so fired up about Super Bowl. And put some of the comments up, Mackenzie. Let's see if you can work with your husband being on the screen and all, because I know.
I mean, she all discombobulated.
She all disarray and all kind of stuff happening. Let's see. And see, that's what I'm saying. She's only putting her comment up, right? So she's like, I love when he talks about football. Girl, can you put somebody else's comments up backstage? Look. Husband crush Friday. That's what's happening. Okay, other comments. Food. Somebody said that they love the food. Vicky, Vicky loves some football. I think she's a Dallas Cowboy fan. So let me she said, I am proud. Go back to Vicky's comment. I am proud of Steve Wilkes. Let's see. What the enemy meant for evil, God turned for good. Woohoo! Good comment, Vicky.
That's it. Yeah.
Vicky's one of our Freestyle Friday experts too, the woman of many hats. So y'all make sure you tune in when she's on Fridays as well. Let's see. Justine Hilliard said, what did she say? Justine Hilliard made a comment. Patrick Mahomes is making history. And did she say she's in Las Vegas? Did she say that? Yeah, she's actually there to watch the Super Bowl in person. So Justine Hilliard. Let's see. Rashonda said, good afternoon, everyone. And Vicky said, yes, go Dallas Cowboys. She's like focused on her team. She like Dallas Cowboys. And Dr. Herbert said, I just love the game. He said, I love the game. There are a lot of people that are just lovers of football, and especially when it comes to. Any other comments? Boaz, Carol D says. She said, hey, come on now. That's her Boaz. Benitra White Dean said, I'm just waiting to see Usher. That's what she's waiting on. And Apostle Dennis Hilliard said that we are here in Vegas. We are here. All right. Lots of comments came in about the football thing. Thank you, Trenton, for being here. And you can stay on for the duration, or you can go take care of Laura Lee and Remy and kiss on that beautiful wife, whatever way you choose.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having us, and go Niners.
Go
Yeah.
Niners. Okay, he's biased, y'all, now. So he said go Niners. And then we said go Kansas City Chiefs. So way to go, everybody. All right, let's get this party started. Marvin, let's go with you first, if you don't mind, and tell us what you have for us today.
Well, of course, my name is Marvin Wilson, aka Funding CEO, also aka Meta Marvin. So, of course, I've been around. I've done more of a serial entrepreneur. Was entered the arena of being more of what they call AKA the Black Ticket Master. I put ticketing modules and software in convention centers all over the country and ran ticketing platforms for major celebrities and concerts and things of that sort. And I saw where I would say currency, money, was actually fluid in that industry. And I understood what software and what technology does, a lot of things that people don't see or aware of. And just like the Super Bowl, everybody knows they're going to be excited and it's going to be entertained. But if anybody ever take a thought and understand that your money is no good until you walk into a venue, and now I think it's legally, if you're over 2,000 people, you definitely have to have a ticket. But any venue, basketball, football, high school, college, anything, hockey, baseball, the medium between you paying your money and it going into a ticket, their gray area of currency. Tickets is currency. So you can't walk into a building until you buy a ticket. And ticketing platforms is making not billions, but trillions. And it's been right in front of our face for years. And we don't look at it that way. I know we bought tickets, we went to concerts, but people don't look at it that way. They don't look at that's just a bank within itself. So that got me into financial technology. So what that is now, having a platform and a franchise and, sort of helping people with understanding the medium of looking at money a little bit different, looking at opportunities a little bit different, and having a mindset. What I'm persevering today, guys, I just want to let you know that when you're shifting paradigms or God giving you the why and understanding your passion, that's a challenge because he's leaving it up to you to open up your mind and your imagination. Yes, everything is not going to work out great. Every opportunity is not going to open up for you, but understanding that, you're here to create and you're here to persevere and you're here to keep going. It's a certain belief system that you got to have to be an entrepreneur, guys. And there's an understanding that, when they say forgiveness 7 times 7 times 7, it's not only you're forgiving the people outside of yourself, you got to forgive outside yourself. You got to forgive yourself. And you got to stay in a medium of just ingratitude, understanding that some things wasn't meant to happen for you. And if it didn't, then that's good. And it's just because, guys, I guess just for me, I've always been the first one to do something. And when I do something, I mean, just the things that I've entered into, I didn't know anybody that have ever done it before. So I'm used to getting laughed at. I'm used to getting doors closed in my face. I'm used to people saying that he's crazy or things are not, working out or, I'm going through, my book says Passion for Freedom. And like I told people, yes, I've made millions, but I've also been back at mama's house twice since I was 35. So I say that, guys, because you got to wear that belt. You have to have an understanding that get the best people around you, of course, get some mentorship, but there's still going to be ups and downs. And I'm just coming with empowerment this year. I'm coming with mindset. I'm just being a general in my space because I feel that this is the year that people need information, but also people need to know that, they need to know that they can just keep going. And it's something that's going to show up. And, not to get into more of my personal belief system, but I believe that, my money, which I teach in meta economics, which is beyond the physical, is, and because I give people money, that's what I do. But money is my own natural energy yield. It has nothing to do with the green stuff. It has something to do with how I talk about myself, how I feel about myself, how I see my future, and how I walk into my future. And the reverence and the service that I give people is the reciprocity of what's going to come. So that has nothing to do with money, but it's everything that has to do with money. So I just want to just, come on this Friday, Kim, and just be able to, talk to the entrepreneurs and talk to the stewards and the people that's out here that's doing business. And it doesn't matter what you're doing, but just keep your positive hat on, and, get someone around you that not only can teach you and you can educate yourself about what you're doing, but always have someone in your corner that understands that you're going to need, you're going to need mentorship, and you're going to need empowerment, and you're going to definitely going to have a strong belief system. I don't know if it's God, Allah, or whatever the case may be, but just make sure that you get up every day, affirm yourself, and just know that you're stepping into your world of what you're creating, and nobody's going to really be able to do that for you. You're going to have to do it yourself. And that's pretty much what I need to say. And I'm just coming with a sense of empowerment this year, Kim. That's it.
Wow. Well, I actually feel very empowered by what you've shared, and the mindset and perseverance and embracing a certain mindset so we can get to a certain area in our lives. What I do want to ask you a question, and anybody in the studio audience, while we have Marvin here, ask any questions that you have. So feel free to pop your questions over in the comment section, and we'll get them answered from Marvin. My thought is, there are people that think they have the right mindset already, but they really don't know that they don't, because they are in the picture frame, or we are in the picture frame. So we only see ourselves as how we see ourselves, but other people see us from their perspective. What advice can you give us to really see ourselves outside of our own picture frame?
Well, this goes into, my theory is, the God in me. I try not to, validate or give any power to things that's outside of me. When you know that as a man think of in his heart, so is he, right? In his heart. So when your intentions is good, right? And when you know that what's inside of you, that's the key. When you know, you'll know that you have everything inside of you that you already need. You just got to show up. God in us as us, or being God express. It's more like a verb. It's an action word. And that's what I'm teaching. I'm into with the metamarvin.com. I'm pushing people to be more accountable for themselves. And don't play the victim role. And just be able to, stand in your truth, and just know that those things are going to show up sometimes, and sometimes they're not going to show up to what you think it's going to be, and you're going to have to get through it. You're going to have to go over it and walk through it. Yeah. And I think that when it comes to people's self-image, sometimes, and I'm just going to have to go there, sometimes you're going to have to do some healing sometimes with your childhood, right? That's what usually when people do therapy, it always goes there. And I just want to touch on that, because sometimes what people have been told, they've been programmed that it's 1 to 10, but it could be 1 to 15. You could be not a millionaire, you could be a billionaire. Whoever told you that? Whoever told you?
I've told my children, so I believe they will be billionaires, and I believe that they're going to hear it and implement it. That's good, Marvin. Okay, a lot of comments came in. I just want to, if anybody on the panel want to chime in on anything, feel free to use this time to do that. And I'm also going to go to some of the studio audience comments regarding Marvin. Anybody? Unmute yourself and say whatever you want. Ernetta Caldwell says, so true what you're saying. So true. Keep the comments coming for me. Meta economics. What? Woohoo! Woo! It's what Deron said. Thank you, Marvin, for sharing wisdom of knowledge. Athena said, you are dropping some gems, Ernetta said. Lots of comments. We'll keep scrolling them. That's my youngest son favorite team player and team. That was from an earlier comment. We are here. Okay, that's Dennis Hilliard. And good morning, everyone. Rashonda said, all right. I just love the game. Going back to Super Bowl 58. Marvin, how can people stay connected with you?
Yes, you can definitely go to metamarvin.com. And you can reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. It's all there. Meta Marvin, it's everywhere. And of course, you can definitely go to the funding credit, fundingcredit.com as well, if you're looking for anything when it comes to maybe some consulting, some things about business. So, but Meta Marvin right now is where I'm at. And if anybody needs mindset, mentorship, one-on-one, or just some engagement on, how they look at their business model and how can they be a little bit more effective in their area. I have a lot of amazing resources. So, yeah.
Excellent. So metamarvin.com. He has everything Meta Universe, basically.
Yeah.
You name it, you're going to receive it. He has a show as well and went through the training program on how to start your own show from scratch. That's a program that I teach in a 6-week program, and definitely encourage you all to join in on our next training session. So if you're interested in being able to start your own show from scratch too, I want to make sure that you know that we have our next small group training session starting in a couple of weeks. And so you want to go ahead and reserve your spot, because I can only take 5 at a time. And that you can email anything to kim@thebalancedoctor.tv to get more information, or you can call our office at 704-944-3534. Again, 704-944-3534. All right. We are going to, instead of just taking a commercial break, we're going to go ahead and hear from our next Freestyle Friday expert. Yes, another great broadcast from the Balance Doctor. Thank you, Dr. Lotus Richey. She has a global program called the Lotus Richey Ignites Show. If you all have not been on her program, make sure you check it out. It is epic. And make sure you go and be a guest on Dr. Lotus Richey's show. It is second to none. So you're going to have a wonderful experience. Let me also put Meta Marvin's book up. It was, I got it all glitched there, but it's Passion for Freedom, which I love the imagery. I want to make sure you know that you can get a copy of that right on Amazon, or you can go to metamarvin.com and learn more about how to get your copy. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back, everyone, to hear from Ernetta Caldwell. We'll be right back. All right, everyone. Again, today's episode is sponsored by vproducts.store. Make sure you go to that specific site if you're looking for some great black coffee or 6 mushroom infused coffee. vproducts.store. Everybody that's bought it told me they love it. I'm sure they're getting rave reviews, but it's some kind of special thing in coffee over there. So make sure you go to vproducts.store. All right, let's get ready to hear from our Freestyle Friday expert, who is a person that helps with women that have experienced divorce and heartbreak. Her name is Ernetta Caldwell, and she is here with a quick video.
Hello, everyone. Happy Freestyle Friday. My name is Ernetta Caldwell, and I am an author, speaker, transformation coach. And I am here today because I want to speak to that woman right now. Maybe you're going through a heartbreak, a divorce, a separation, and you know that we are coming up on Valentine's Day. Maybe you're at a place to say, I can't wait for this day to get by. I'm tired of thinking about love because of what I've been through. I want to just give you 3 tips that you you can focus on during this time to reframe how you think about Valentine's Day. Number one, it's all about creating a self-love day to yourself. It's about doing something for you. Maybe you have a spa day. Maybe you go out to a restaurant and eat your favorite meal. Maybe you just have a day where you sit and reflect and write affirmations, or even write a love letter to yourself. Do something for you. Number two, it's about reframing the day of Valentine's Day. Maybe you get together with friends or family members, your children, or someone else that you can show love to. Maybe it's even about showing love to an elderly neighbor or doing something within your community. Look at it in a different way to show love to others, not just as a romantic day of love, but a day of love to show love. And number three, the last one, is all about you reframing and refocusing this time to celebrate your wins, celebrate the things that you have accomplished in your life. It's about you empowering you. It's about you really focusing on your dreams, your goals, and going for it, just doing it. And that's where I come into play, because I have a program called Reinvented by Her Academy. And it's for a woman that says, I am ready to rediscover myself after divorce or heartbreak. I am ready to move forward, to build the confidence and the courage, and to live out my best life. If you say this is me, and you are ready to say yes to yourself, despite of the heartbreak, despite of the divorce, and you say, I am ready to move forward with my life, come and join my program. You can connect with me on my website at www.ernettacaldwell.com. And you will also get a free prayer affirmation cards if you connect with me on my website. So come on over. But if you join my program now, you will also receive a free prayer vision box. Yes, I said it, a free prayer vision box, where it's all about you creating your vision board. It's all about you releasing your past and framing your future to where God wants to take you. I'm believing that despite of the heartbreak, despite of your challenges, God is going to do amazing things for you. And I am ready to see you on the other side. So you have until February the 13th to join Reinvented by Her Academy. Go to www.ernettacaldwell.com and you will receive my free prayer affirmation box. Well, you all be blessed and know that I am praying for your success. And I am Ernetta Caldwell. And thank you so much, Kim Jacobs, for having me. Bye.
It is an honor to have you, Ernetta Caldwell. Thank you for your creativity and still being one of our Freestyle Friday experts. And you can stay connected with Ernetta Caldwell right at ernettacaldwell.com. So make sure you all go over there, get registered for her Reinvented by Her Academy, and you'll be able to rediscover yourself. And do that, especially if you've had a divorce or heartbreak. You can make sure that you go and visit there to learn more. And she's offering different gifted items, free items for you as you prepare to join by a certain time frame. So I do have a picture of her book over here. I think I have one. Yeah. Okay. So that's her book, A Journey to a Healed Heart. And that's her and her husband repping some football attire too, with it being Super Bowl 58. I just want to make sure we put something up. I know he's an avid Cowboy fan. And what is that she is over there? Somebody tell me. What is that symbol down there? I can't see at the bottom of her shirt. Anyway, they have rival teams that they support. So there you have it. All right. So glad to have Ernetta Caldwell here today. All right, y'all. So let's get ready to see who we're going to hear from next. Our sunshine expert. Sunshine expert, you ready for this?
Are you ready?
All right, all right. Talk to us. Tell us what you have for us.
Hey, first and foremost, good morning to everybody. It's always a pleasure to be here on the Kim Jacobs Show, and I'm super, super excited as we continue for the year of 2024. It's been off to a great start. So many great blessings in store, not only for me, but for others. I'm truly grateful to God for what God has allowed me to see and witness the goodness of others. And so this morning, what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because this is February, we're celebrating Black History Month, we're celebrating love, we're celebrating the goodness of what God has in store for each and every one of us. So shout out to everybody, all the entrepreneurs. And so what I wanted to share with you guys was staying committed to what the heart matters. And this I spoke on this a little bit when I did my Bible conversations with my ministry, the fellowship place, earlier this week. And then I got to give a love shout out to Mr. Les Brown, because I have been watching one of his many motivation videos. He got many on YouTube. I would definitely say, if you need some encouragement, some uplifting, about staying committed to your dreams and your goals, please check him out, Mr. Les Brown. So it watching that video, it just confirmed what I wanted to share with you guys this morning. So staying committed to the heart matters. Our heart matters, you guys. Every organ in our body that God has blessed us with and given us matters. But the brain and the heart, they go together like hand in hand, just like other limbs of our body go together like hand in hand. And so I just want to make sure that we are truly loving on us first, then loving others as we supposed to. And always I'm gonna honor God, and give honor and praise and glory due to him. So your heart matters. Do you serve with all your heart, or do you serve with half a heart? You should serve from a loving heart. Each and every day, it's important that you set your mind, your heart, and your body on good things, on positive things, and on caring things, or even coming from those places of positivity. So you always have a choice. And yes, we do. We always have a choice. The choice is totally yours. But I just think we live in a world that is so chaotic. But when we're living right, when we're choose to live and walk out our purpose, which God has created and destined us to be, everything flows smoothly. Not saying that we're not going to have little minor hiccups and stuff, because that's called trials and tribulations, and God just wants to see how we're going to handle those things. But when you posture your heart for your heart to be right, the things of the heart matters. I'm just telling y'all, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited. So why not make sure that you're staying committed to what the heart matters? And yes, I'm gonna speak for me, my personal experience. I choose to walk in love daily. I choose to walk in wisdom, humbleness, forgiveness, kindness, and compassion. Loyalty, trusting, and honesty are the daily things that I do my best to practice. And I try to make sure I instill it in my children, and also just share with my family and friends and those that are in my circles and my positive circles. So, being that, when we allow our hearts to truly love as God has loved us, and as it is written in the Bible in Matthew 22:37 and 38, it says, Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. And verse 38 says that is the first greatest commandment. So the first greatest commandment is love. And so your heart, you should want that love, pursuing love every day, daily, and giving it your all, what you pour into it. Just like Marvin said, persevering. This is a season for perseverance. This is a season for wisdom. This is a season for your mindset, getting your mindset right. And that's a daily process that just don't happen overnight. So there is no right or wrong way. It's just when you start and when you implement it, and you start to implement it, you start to feel better. And and you can tell when you feel better. You can feel it in your heart, you can feel it in your mind, you can feel it in your spirit. It's that sense of peace that can't nobody else give you, but you have it. You have it if you continue to love right, if you continue to daily make sure that the matters of the heart matter. So, thank you all for staying with me. That when you do align your heart and your mind and your body and spirit to pursue the goodness that you have within you, and it will show in all that you do. Yes, staying committed to the heart matters in your dreams, your visions, your daily goals, at home, at work, but it takes commitment. It takes commitment. It takes commitment. And commitment that you owe to yourself. You owe to yourself and you deserve it. So why not stay committed to the heart? Why not stay committed to your heart matters? So you can see the end results where you're winning and you already have the victory. The moment you set out that whatever it is you choose to do, like today is Freestyle Friday, I set my heart and mind on that. God, what it is that you need me to share with the people, what it is that you want me to share with the world. And so I want to share all that God has given me. At the end of the day, I want to please Him, not man. It's not always about Athena, because sometimes it'd be like, Lord, I don't know what you want me to say. But God is so grateful. The Holy Spirit comes through and give me some wisdom. And so I'm truly grateful for that. So yes, it takes commitment. It takes self-control. It takes self-discipline. And it takes staying focused. This helps your mindset stay healthy. It helps your relationships. It helps and also loving yourself as well as you love others. All of this again, we're talking about what matters of the heart, y'all. Keeping this heart good. Keep a pure heart through prayer, through studying God's word, staying grounded with positive people. The journey of the heart is a day by day process. Don't let nobody tell you different. It's a day by day process. Um, just like how your mood, how your attitude changes. You know, sometimes we have one way we want to do things, and we can stop and reflect. How would that look? How is it going to end up? Or if I just choose to do it this way, not just my way, but a way that's not going to just benefit Athena, but what's going to benefit others as well. So that is my focus too. And how good it is not as good. It's good to me, but I also want it to be good to others. It's good to me, but this word I need to be good to others. It doesn't benefit if it's only good to me, but if I can share it with others, it's going to benefit them and can impact somebody. That's what makes Athena good. So I say enjoy the journey, enjoy the matters of the heart, and enjoy living. And that's all your freestyle sunshine expert got today.
Oh, wow. That's epic information. Just enjoying. That's why we call her the sunshine expert. You cannot experience Athena and not have better joy in your life, a better mindset of embracing all that God has for you. So what a wonderful, wonderful presentation. Let's see. Deron says sunshine really brings the sunshine.
Yes.
Deron, you so funny. You be like, yes, some sunshine coming through. Dion and Athena on. That's funny. Some people, when you finally meet them, Athena, face to face, it's like you feel like you've known them forever, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Deron is the author of a book called 101 Things You Need to Know About Jail. Because of people have friends that's or family that's going to jail, been to jail, coming out of jail, whatever. He has a book about that. Y'all definitely want to check that out. It's very educational. Okay, let's see. Any more comments? Flood the comments in, Mackenzie. And while she's putting these comments in, let's see how people can stay connected with you, Athena. Let me go to you. Wait, I stay true to the red, white, and blue. Okay. Carol says, thank you, Athena. Thank you, Athena.
You're welcome.
Any more comments? Go, okay, go Patriots. That's what thank you so much, Athena. Somebody said, release your past frame and your future. Excellent word. Ernetta Caldwell, love you, sis. Okay. How do people stay connected with you?
Yes, you can stay connected with me on Facebook, Athena Robertson. You can stay connected with me on Instagram at Red Honey. That's REDHON Ida number 7. I'm also the owner. Of Express Notary Public Mobile Notary Service, and I'm also the founder of Joyful Hearts Transitional Housing nonprofit organization. Super excited for great things that God is doing in this season of my life. But stay connected with me. Google me. You'll see me.
Yes, you'll see the sunshine. And thank you so much, Athena, for being here today and being one of our
Thank
Freestyle
you.
Friday experts. We're going to go right over to Coach P. Coach P, thank you for carrying the rear end up. And let's CEO of Powerhouse Unlimited. Talk to us. Tell us what you have for us.
Well, great morning, great morning. Equipped, empowered, poised, and positioned to move those who are ready to move is my ultimate mission. I wake up every day determined to make a difference in my assigned place. You see, my purpose, my passion, and my focus is to take each one of you from where you are to where you want to be. I am, again, Pamela Leu-Hung, better known as Coach P of Powerhouse Unlimited LLC, and I thank Kim Jacobs for this Freestyle Friday. And Kim is really a pillar in the Charlotte community and the world. And she really, really helps us equip ourselves, educate ourselves, and really connect with one another. So, Kim, thank you for what you do all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, today I want to talk to you about going beyond SMART goals. So, what is it that I do? I help women coaches who are really overwhelmed with creating their online businesses find their stories, package their brilliance, and take their products and services to the marketplace so that they can attract their ideal clients with ease. We have a one-stop shop. And so, in coaching coaches and helping coaches build the business, when I talk about SMART goals, of course, as we know it, SMART, the S stands for what? Be specific when we plan our goals, when we create goals, right? Be specific. The M is for measurable. Make sure that we can measure our goals. The A is for attainable. Is it actually attainable, right? So we have to have some idea of the realism of the goal. And can we actually see it? Specific? Is it measurable? Is it attainable? And then it has to be, again, relatable and realistic, right? So can we make it happen? And then last but not least, time bound. It has to have a time frame, set a time in which we want to achieve the goal. So that is SMART goals. But today I want to talk about going beyond planning your goals with the SMART acronym, right? I want to talk to you about going beyond that. And so with that being said, I'm going to share with you 3 action steps you can take to go beyond SMART goals. So once you actually plan your SMART goals, now what? The first thing I want to submit to you is conditioning your mind. You know, Marvin talked about that earlier. And can you imagine what the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs are doing right about now? Can you imagine what they're doing? I can tell you what they're doing right about now. They're working on the mindset, because when they get into that game this coming weekend, this coming Sunday, their minds have got to be in the game. It has to be in the game before they get to the game, right? And so as entrepreneurs, as I always share with coaches, be an entrepreneur who coaches, not just a coach who's an entrepreneur, right? You just don't just so happen to be an entrepreneur. We're entrepreneurs first, and then we're coaches. I am a coach, I'm a speaker, and an author. So there are different ways that we diversify our portfolio and that we expand our revenue income, right? And our revenue generating streams. However, when we are talking about conditioning our mind, it's an everyday task. So we've got to make sure that we are conditioning our minds in the right place. So as an entrepreneur, I always encourage you. Now, I have now authored 10 publications, and my latest book is the Powerhouse Coach in Motion, the Ultimate Playbook for New Coaches. However, there's another book that I want to recommend. It's The E-Myth Revisited by Michael E. Gerber. I love to talk about that book because it has a premise of 3 different roles that an entrepreneur actually is engaged in. So the first one is you're the visionary, right? So as the CEO, you have the vision of where you want to go and where you want to take your business and who you want to serve and how you want to serve them. So that's the visionary. Then there is the manager. The manager manages the process The technician, the third, makes it happen. So as an entrepreneur, we've got to learn how to wear all those roles, play all those roles, play in all of those positions, right? And so it's so vital that as a coach, as an entrepreneur, that we're constantly conditioning our mindset. And are we thinking about our businesses in terms of those roles? As a visionary, how are we going to make it happen? And then actually making it happen, right? And so I want to encourage you to think in those three different areas. Number two is to identify new approaches, right? So as we're identifying new approaches, I created something called On3 marketing. So On3 marketing is online, on land, and on you. So online is social media. Social media is free, isn't it? Not unless you engage in ads and boosting posts and you invest in that. But you have an opportunity. The world is at your fingertips. We've just got to learn how to engage with the social media world. So are we taking advantage of all of the platforms? Do you have a platform that you specifically focus on? I always say focus, make sure you focus in on one, but then make sure that you have a presence in as many platforms as you can possibly have a presence in, where your ideal clients show up, right? So first of all, you got to do your homework and understand where those ideal clients are. And then you show up there. So that's social media. That's online. On land is old school PR, old school public relations, connecting with media. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about online, because Coach Kim has a phenomenal program to teach you how to go online, to show up, to create your own shows, and to have a presence online. So that's online. The on land, again, is PR, utilizing your press releases. Have you ever written a press release for your business, for your upcoming events? Do you know your local newspapers, the editors of those shows, right? Do you, and of those periodicals and the newspapers and radio, television, have you actually put a plan together? And it's called public relations. Have you actually tapped into that world? If not, now is the time. And then third is on you. So online, on land, and then on you. That is On3 marketing. What do I mean by on you? That means we got to show up for our businesses. That means that we've got to learn how to network. We've got a meeting coming up, an eWomen Network, with our executive director, Kim Jacobs, on next Thursday, showing up to connect one with another. It's not just enough to go on social media. It's not just enough to be in newspapers or on television. You got to actually show up. People want to be able to connect with you personally and then professionally, right? The know, like, and trust factor is only built when we engage one with another. And then how are we showing up? Are we showing up as our authentic selves and our brand? Are we representing our brands? And how do we show up even when we email people? Do we have a signature line with how people can connect with us on social media, or how they can actually book appointments with us to deepen the conversation? So that is the On3 marketing. And then number 3 is to set your boundaries, but also push your boundaries. What do I mean by that? We've got to learn as entrepreneurs that we have to set boundaries. Now, I'm preaching to the choir, and I'm the choir, right? Because all too often we fail to meet a goal because we have not set boundaries to protect our space and our time, our energy, and our efforts. And so it's so imperative, and I've got to work on this every day. And my wonderful, wonderful executive assistant is helping me with that. Set my boundaries, right? Set my boundaries. Thank you, Coach Carol, for helping me set my boundaries so that I can be more productive in my day. But then we also have to push boundaries. What do I mean by that? As entrepreneurs, we're typically tunnel vision, and we can only see what we can see, right? And only what we allow our eyes to see. So we've got to be able to expand our vision beyond that and push our boundaries. So if you're a coach out there and you're only coaching, we need you to be on platforms to speak. We need to hear your voice. We need to hear your story. We need you to connect with us. Then we need to see your brilliance in a literary work, in a book. Become an author. So that's what I mean by pushing your boundaries, your own boundaries that you set for yourself. Step out of your comfort zone, get uncomfortable to go to the next level. That's the only way to get to the next level. And so what did I talk about today? We talked about going beyond SMART goals. And the way that you do that is, number one, we've got to condition our minds. Number two is that we've got to identify new approaches and how we do our business. And number three, we've got to set boundaries, but also push those boundaries. And so that's what I have for you today. And if you are a coach and you are looking for a way to be able to package your brilliance, to create your signature program, and you need to know how to make that happen, to take it to the marketplace, to your ideal clients, then we offer a one-stop shop. That's right, you heard it, a one-stop shop, one of a kind, where we teach you how to brand. So we have a company that actually brands for you. We have partners. We create your website for you. We create your presence for you. And we teach you the coaching business. And so it's a 90-day program. I'll be having an open house. We'll have an open house next Thursday. So if you're interested in hearing more about how to package your brilliance and take it to the marketplace, then join us next Thursday for the Coach with Confidence Online Academy open house. And so that's all I have for us today, Kim.
All right. So here's the thing. I want to pull in Pamela's website because her website is epic when she's talking about doing websites and providing these services for you. I know I'm going to put the link, which I've already put, how you can stay connected with her, powerhouseinmotion.com. But here, I like to just give you a visual of some things. If you go and visit powerhouseinmotion.com, you're going to learn how to unleash your brilliance and build your dream coaching business with the powerhouse coach. Coach P is who you're going to be dealing with. You can see her all glammed up there. She know how to clean up real good. Look at that. Look at that right there. She look good. All right. And then you can also join the community with Coaching with Confidence Online Academy, a 5-day mini course that helps you get through whatever year you're in. Thriving beyond what you can dream. Let's go down and see. There are all kinds of programs that she's currently offering. Winning Together with some dates. Talk about just a couple of these right quick, if you don't mind.
Sure. So the open house is coming up. You can see that is the second one there. You can go ahead and register. It's totally free. These are free events. So I do trainings once a week. After that, the following week, we'll do Master Your Message. That's how do I create my message for my ideal client. I'm teaching you how to do that the following Thursday. And then we have coming up toward the end of this month, Focus on Your Core in 2024. I do once a year, I do a 3 to 5 day training. And that's what that's all about at the end of this month. So if you need a plan for your business in 2024 and you don't have it yet, don't be ashamed. I know it's February. It's okay. I got you. Join us. That's what
I want you to see. I want you to see that visual because I can put the link all day long in the comments here. But at the end of the day, if you see what you're going to get, free training from Coach P, you don't want to miss that because this woman is a powerhouse in motion. She's moving in the direction of putting you some power behind anything that you're endeavoring to do as a business entrepreneur. All right. So make sure you connect with her. Let her know Kim Jacobs Show sent you. Carol D said Coach P's program is a one-stop shop. I want to give that shout out from Carol D. And she said that the open house is on February 15th at 7 p.m. And Deron Swan said, get uncomfortable to go to the next level. Woo! All right. I see Coach P, you teaching good. Athena said, boundaries have always assisted me in all of my endeavors. Push beyond the boundaries. So many comments have come in. Please take a moment, Coach P, and go back, and Coach Sunshine Expert, go back and answer some of these questions and comments. I see a lot of them on Facebook. Some are on YouTube, but just good business tips. Coach Vicki L. Evans said, these are some great business tips. Guys, it's been a phenomenal episode that we've had here today. It's noon. We're getting ready to close out so everybody can go on with their next appointments. Closing comment from you, Sunshine Expert. Unmute yourself.
Yes. Stay committed. Focus on what matters in your heart and move forward.
Yes. Okay. Coach P, closing comment.
Train your eyes to see beyond what's in front of you and condition your mind to seize each moment.
Woo! And I just want to put this up because you care for your mom as an aging
Aw.
parent. And I'm so honored that she's with you. She's still here on this earth, and you and her are going on this journey together. I absolutely love it. So Coach P goes beyond just Coach Peeing. She is actually caring for an aging parent as well that kicks dementia in the head. Okay. And I just wanted to make sure I acknowledge that. So make sure you all elevate your coaching in 2024 with Coach P, and make sure you stay connected. I put all of the ways for you to do that right in the comments section. All right, everybody. That is today's episode. Thank you, Mackenzie, for allowing your husband back there to come on and do some Super Bowl talk. We appreciated that impromptu visit, Trenton. And thank you, Coach Marvin. Thank you, Ernetta Caldwell. Thank you all, Sunshine Expert and Coach P. All right. Thank you, studio audience. You all were such active participants today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're getting ready to go. We love you all. Have a great Super Bowl 58 weekend. Bye-bye, everybody. Close us out, Mackenzie. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show, and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you, and make